How are we doing there, boys and girls? Manthieus here, welcome back to another video. So, Blizzard have finally done what we've been asking them to do since literally day one of Remix, when people started to realise just how expensive it was to level up your characters. They've turned around and they've given us a really big buff to our bronze, or certain ways in which we can get some bronze. They've straight up doubled the bronze that we get from caches. They've also given a really big boost to the amount of threads that we can get as well. Means not only should it be a little bit quicker to gear up our character in terms of our cloak power should also be dragged forward a little bit faster as well. They released a blue post yesterday. I want to go through the blue post with you guys just very quickly. Let's get that nice and centered there. There we go. So yeah, they thank us for our continued feedback for Mr. Pandaria Remix event. They have a few upcoming changes that will hopefully address some of the concerns and help make the remainder of the event even more of a blast to blast through. Firstly, we've heard repeatedly that the rate of bronze acquisition doesn't feel quite fast enough to allow you to comfortably collect all of the collectibles whilst looking to upgrade your gear. We investigated, this is an interesting part, we investigated reducing the costs and crediting players that had already upgraded their gear, but found technical limitations due to how Remix and Dragonflight interact with one another. Odd. So they were at least contemplating giving players who had spent their bronze on upgrading their gear a bit of a refund, but for whatever reason decided not to do it. Bit of a shame. It would have been nice if that was the case, because 600,000 bronze to upgrade your gear. A lot of people have done it. A lot of people have taken full advantage of being very well geared and very overpowered in the last few weeks of playing Remix, but it still stings a little bit that it is such a huge amount of bronze to have spent leveling up your characters. So we're not getting any of that back, and unfortunately, but it does mean if you've done it once, you can by all means do it again on an alt if you wish. I, for one, have been really itching to play some alts in Remix, but I refused to spend 600,000 bronze leveling them up again, especially since it was like 50 plus hours worth of effort to acquire that bronze in most cases. But now they have doubled everything that we get from caches and should hopefully make it feel a lot more manageable. So whether you are somebody that maybe has played Remix a lot and is looking to now just collect as much bronze as they can for all of their collectibles, those mounts, those transmog appearances, those toys, you should be able to get your hands on those a little bit quicker, a little bit sooner. Or even if you haven't jumped into Remix too much just yet, maybe you have a life, maybe you have a real job, maybe you don't get the luxury of sitting and playing video games 12 hours a day. Well, at least now you know that you can get bronze that little bit faster as well. All the caches, the minor, the lesser, the bronze, and the greater ones have been doubled. And this realistically means now that if you were to do, we did this on stream today, if you were to have gear enough on your character to get into some heroic raids, you can do a full sweep of the 5 heroic raids: Bogoshon Vaults, Heart of Fear, Terrace of Endless Springs, Throne of Thunder, and Siege of Orgrimmar. You can smash through all 5 of those. We were able to put a group together on stream today, and I think we did it. We did all 5 of them in less than 2 hours, and we weren't like blasting. People were falling out the end of this with like 100,000 bronze, which means that you should be able to get most of those upgrades for your characters, or an awful lot of collectibles each and every single day that you're doing this now. Of course, if you are still leveling up in Remix, you kind of want to keep your cloak feeling pumped at the same time. I know this has been very contentious with the nerfs for people who took advantage of frogs earlier. Those players have regrinded a whole bunch of their cloak power. Some people have been focusing on getting their cloak to astronomical levels, but they've straight up tripled the gain from some of these eternal threads. Minor, lesser spool and the greater spool now can give you up to 540 stats. When this procs on your main stat, it's like, oh, Christmas has come early. It's wonderful. A bonus 540 agility earlier today felt very nice. So you can really sort of push your cloak in a positive direction as well. This is really cool. This has has some knock-on effects that I wanted to just quickly address here. It means that what has been up until this point a very optimal way of getting bronze quickly, e.g. leveling characters to level 70, You could go from level 10 to 70 in only a few hours if you kind of knew what you were doing. This method still good for bronze, but I still actually would think that once you've got a character with a good amount of gear and you can quickly blast through a whole bunch of dungeons every day, a whole bunch of raids, sorry, you do stand to be able to make even more bronze even faster. Of course, it's not repeatable, and of course, you don't get that free level 70. But not everybody likes repeatedly cheesing leveling of characters. Some people like an alternative. Now you can go and smash through the raids feeling overpowered, and it's also very fun to just watch bosses completely melt. World farming for bronze, like 2x4 farming, group farming, that sort of stuff, is going to really struggle to keep up with the amount of bronze you can get by just doing your daily events and your first time bonuses each day. So realistically now they have sort of swung the ship in the direction of that power up a character, pick a character you enjoy playing, spend some bronze on upgrading their gear, getting them nice and juiced, and then you should, for the remaining 50, 60 days, however long we've got of remix, more than comfortably be able to use that character to get some snappy, quick bronze each and every day. Even if you do nothing but those those three daily quests, the one where you have to do a scenario, the one where you have to kill a raid boss or two, and the one where you have to complete a dungeon. Just those three quests alone are probably going to get you like 15 to nearly 20,000 bronze, and you can do those in probably 20 minutes. So you've got some very short bursty ways of getting bronze now, which is nice to see. It makes the whole event feel more like what we expected it to be. You can dip in, you can blast for a little bit, and then you can go on your merry way doing whatever else you wish. So these were some very nice to see changes, and I'm glad they've implemented them. Admittedly, it would have been nice if everybody that's leveled up their gear got at least a little bit of a refund, but hey, no biggie. I've had a max level character for a while, and it's been a blast. Absolutely smashing things. So I'll leave it there for today. Thank you very much for watching the video, boys and girls. If you got to the end of the video, appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up if you would. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps with my channel growing, which I appreciate massively. Thank you. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. But have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.